In a quiet, broken part of the city, near a squatter's area under a rusty bridge, lay a cardboard box. Inside it, wrapped in a worn-out baby blanket, was a boy. No older than 3. No name. No note. Just a quiet, sleeping child left alone in the world. The street vendors nearby whispered, "Who left him?" The tricycle drivers shook their heads. "Poor kid, baka iniwan talaga." But none of them could take him in. Everyone was struggling just to survive. That same morning, Don Renato, a wealthy, retired businessman, passed by in his black SUV. He had no wife, no children, just land, luxury, and loneliness. He was visiting the area to inspect a property his company used to own. He wasn't known to smile much. He rarely spoke unless necessary. But that day, his driver suddenly stopped. Don Renato saw the small figure sitting quietly on the roadside, picking at scraps of bread. The boy looked up, his face thin, but his eyes bright. Without a word, he stretched out his hand. Not to beg, but to offer Don Renato the last half of his bread. Something inside the old man cracked. "Who is this child?" he asked the people nearby. No one knew. No one claimed him. And before anyone could understand what was happening, Don Renato had stepped out, removed his coat, wrapped it around the boy, and said, "From now on, you're coming with me." He named the boy Simon, after his own father. At first, people doubted. They said Don Renato would grow tired, send the boy away to a shelter, or treat him like a servant. But they were wrong. In his mansion, Don Renato gave Simon not only clothes and education, but time, patience, and warmth. The child's laughter filled the empty halls. Slowly, the man who once lived in silence began to smile again. Simon grew up not just smart and kind, but proud of where he came from. He never forgot the bridge, the streets, the faces of the poor who watched over him when no one else did. Years later, when Don Renato passed peacefully in his sleep, he left everything to Simon. Not just wealth, but values. Simon used it to build Bahay Simula, a shelter for abandoned children across the city. Right under that same bridge, he built the first home, where other forgotten children would now be seen, loved, and named,